Hey, well, welcome everybody to the March Team Rise call. And I know we have some people joining us a little later. And Ashley, you want to put yourself on mute?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Thank you.
And, so we have a few things to talk about today. I know that you've got some events coming up. Kirsten, you might want to tell us what you're doing for your St. Patrick's Day event. We're doing a salad in a jar party on Saturday the 16th here in Las Vegas at Pam Greer's house. And then, and you guys are doing, what day is yours?
On Saturday, March 16th.
Okay, you're doing the same day.
Yeah, we're in the morning or afternoon, we're doing salad in a jar and / green smoothie party.
Nice. Nice. That's very cool. I mean, you might as well play it up the green month, right? I always felt like during the month of March that I could get my kids to eat more greens because I just kept telling them they were Irish and that was an Irish thing to do. So anyway, okay. So those are the events that we have local. Well, you have more than that because Ashley was telling me David Phillips will be which town is he going to be in? Right there in Ashland? Can't hear you.
David, Dr. Phillips in here in Albany.
Yes, he's doing a tour. He'll do Medford. Oh, you know what? Sorry, really quick. My friend Tina just joined, who her best friend just got promoted to DD today. So Tina joined our call.
Nice.
Hi, Tina.
I can't see you, Tina. You're blurry there. Trying to think what she could do. Are you on your phone or are you on your computer? She might have herself on mute. Let me see if I can unmute. That didn't work. Okay.
Oh, can you hear us, Tina? Okay. Well, anyways, I'm happy you're on the call. And something that her friend's named Yelena, I think I'm saying that right. She was in Albany and she moved to Florida. But she said that she was trying, and I wish Tina, I wish you could jump on here and tell me, but she said she was trying, and we never make claims with Juice Plus, but she said she was trying to get pregnant, and then she started taking Juice Plus, and she's like, you know, the doctors had told me too much inflammation, no, I can't get pregnant, and then she got pregnant with her third baby. So it was cute. She's like, I don't know if it was the Juice Plus, I don't know what it was, and I was like, it definitely helps.
We can see you now, Tina. Awesome. We can see you 2 times. That's cool. So whatever happened, it finally cleared up because you're on twice.
Yes.
But anyway, welcome. That's very cool about your friend. Aren't you glad you shared it with her?
She might not be able to hear us.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear us? Maybe not. No, she can't hear. Okay. Well, we're glad you're on.
Yeah, you might be able
We can't hear you. And you can't hear us?
That's really a bummer. Do you have earphones?
Me.
She can't hear us, yeah.
Yeah. I think she might have, she sent a message.
Trying to figure out the audio. Okay. Well, we'll go on. Hopefully she will figure that out because sometimes you can do it easier with earphones. Maybe you could text her back, somebody, because Ashley's holding Kanan, but if somebody could back or just answer her back from here. Oh, there we go.
Thanks, Kirsten.
Because that would work. That would probably work. Unless when she joined, if she didn't select the audio function, it may not work. So anyway, I wanted to have anybody that was on here today share some wins. I'll do the primer and just say I was really excited at how many people added new customers this month. Judy and Therese and Ashley. And even Deborah Gothier, that is under your mom, Ashley, had a new customer this month. Tina, you had a new customer, and Yelena both had new customers, and Kirsten and Barbara and Brendel and Nancy Brown and Linda Bowen and me. We all had new customers. So tell me about a win that you had this month. Ashley, I wanted you to share some of what went on with your month, because I was really kind of excited for her, what the opportunity that she had, and I thought you guys might have the same opportunity at some point. So tell us about that.
So I was asked back in the fall, I think it was, if I would share at a women's retreat March 1st and 2nd and just do the health aspect. She just said, so many times at our church events, we cover the spiritual side really well, but we don't always cover the physical side. And so it was, and I just said, she knows what I get to do for my job. And I said, would it be okay if I mentioned, how many of you guys would be surprised that I've already had, over 45 plants in my diet? Hi, Barbara.
Hey, Barbara.
Hi. Sorry about that.
And if you want more information about an easy, convenient way to flood your body, because it's so important, I kind of listed some different health ideas and gave them tools and tips and just easy things to implement. One simple change was kind of the theme. And out of, I think, like 70 women, there were 9 that signed up wanting more information. And I gave out some recipe samples and talked about Devoted Bodies devotional. So people are watching when, we take the stand of inspiring healthy living and take healthy back. And so you never know if your church has a conference, maybe talking with the person that heads it up and offering, the piece that you can share about health. And
yeah. Temple stewardship, right?
Yeah.
And Ashley, how did those 9 women come to you?
So there was a sign up in the back sheet, but one lady was a mission. Her and her husband just sold their house, moved into a fifth wheel, I think that's what it's called. They're about to move to Ecuador, but she just came to me in tears saying, this has always been a struggle. She desires to live a healthy life and healthy lifestyle, and just, asking for prayer and asking for tips. And then other women were just really excited about the recipes and really resonated. Actually, one lady came up and she's like, oh my goodness, I'm going to start drinking more water, because all the things you listed off, how your body responds when you don't drink enough water, I'm experiencing that. So thank you so much. That was an aha moment for me. Another lady, I used to eat so many fresh fruits and vegetables and I've got away from it. So I'm excited to get back. So it was just so neat how it resonated with different people. And so they just kind of signed up, and then I've been following up with them. So
that's great. And at least it lets you have a bunch of new people to start conversations with. One of the things that I always do if somebody asks me to speak is I have an evaluation form. And, it asks, was this information useful and things like that. But then it also asks, how can I help you in your health? And one of the things is, do you currently take Juice Plus? Would you be interested in more information? And so that just gives you a way that if you have the opportunity to mention it without having to do anything hard sell like, they can tell you if they want more information. And I always get people who say yes, that they'd like more information. So if you guys have opportunities like that at church, or create the opportunities and say to your women's ministry leader, I'd love to be able to talk to women sometime about God's plan for our health and the provision that He's given to us for our health. And if you need help with things to say from Scripture, I can absolutely help you, and so can Ashley. So, okay, so that was a huge win. And then Ashley introduced her distributor, her neighbor and friend, and who signed somebody up that, in fact, okay, no, wait a second. Is your neighbor Tina or Yelena?
Tina's my neighbor, and Elena's
okay.
her best friend. Oh, wait, so it shows you're muted. I wonder if we unmuted her, we could hear her.
Yeah, no, we can hear her now. Her phone is muted, but I don't think her computer is.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. What about now? Yes.
We can hear you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Hey. technology.
Like,
Grant?
I can hear you through my phone only, not through my computer. So I hope it's not like doing an echo. That's why I had to mute it so the echo doesn't go through.
So can I just say something to Tina real quick? Her son
Hi.
at the school at Albany Christian School. Her son Daniel. I had no idea that you.
I know. We just walked in the house. I joined a little bit late. Are you still in the car?
That's so fun. How exciting. I love it. Okay, that's all I have to say.
That's awesome. I didn't know. Well, small world, huh?
Very.
So anybody else have a win that they would like to share on here this month? A lot of you got customers, so anybody want to tell us what happened?
For me, my customer is someone that I've been sharing Juice Plus with for like over a year. And the original video I sent to her in like January of 2018, she kept saying like, oh yeah, I want to watch it. And like, whenever I'd follow up with her, she still hadn't made the time for it. And at one point I was like, oh, like I can find a shorter video maybe, like thinking it was a long one, and it was only 3 minutes. So I was like, oh, never mind. Like that's the shortest video. So, but yeah, I think just the following up, eventually, like she was interested in giving it a try. So, yeah, I don't know. It was good.
That's good. Always so good when you did your job and somebody says yes. Even if they say no, just getting to that point where they give you an answer is pretty good.
So I have a lady that I've been talking to for the last year, and she wanted to, so a year ago we had the conversation. It just wasn't right time for her to order for her family, I guess. And so she reached out about 3 weeks ago now, and she's working on gathering orders because she would like to sign up for the business.
Nice.
So her and I have been having lots of conversations over the last couple of weeks, and then just another friend that took a while, about 3 to 4 weeks of just talking to her about the product. She's a nurse here in town, and she just decided to place an order for everything. So, and then I gave her shakes today, and now she wants to give those a try. So just
awesome.
Yep.
That's cool. Follow up makes a huge difference. I tell you, you guys, I've got you beat on one thing. I had somebody who approached me this month that I talked to her 15 years ago. And she's been my friend on Facebook and sees all this stuff. 15 years, anybody can top that, let me know. But 15 years ago, and she said, I really like to know more about your Juice Plus. Fruits, vegetables, berries, grapes. Yeah, now we have omegas too. She signed up for all of them. So, and I sent her home with some smoothies on Sunday, and I added her to our shred this month because she wants to, she's got serious inflammation and wants to get it fixed. And sometimes it takes pain for people to change, right? So anyway, proud of all of you being brave. I wanted to come back to events. So we talked about the 2 events on the 16th, one there in Oregon, one here in Las Vegas. You got Dr. Phillips on the 19th there in Albany. And then, of course, we have conference next month. And so I wanted to see how many people are interested in, because I know Kirsten is, because she's that kind of girl, right? Are interested in the 5K. Yeah, you're interested? I think I am too. If I can just be done with my plantar fasciitis by then. But
it says that they expect it to fill up fast though, because it's the first year and they might not have a lot of openings. So that's what it looked like in the email. So I don't know if we should try to sign up soon.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. And maybe we can get some cool T-shirt that we can wear. No, maybe we'll put the T-shirts on after we finish the race, so nobody feels any pressure to cross the finish line first, right? As Team Rise, Team Get There. That's
like making a different shirt than the one that they're giving
us. they're giving a T-shirt for the race. Okay. Yeah. Is it going to benefit St. Jude's? I haven't read that.
Not sure.
Is it a Juice Plus run or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the first one that you're gonna do. It's just a 5K.
Yeah, it's probably going to be. Oh, and I hope that's all they ever do. Please.
Well, I'll walk it with somebody.
Because it's in the morning before the first session on Saturday.
Yeah. So it's a little over 3 miles, and we have an hour. I'm sure we can all get this. Anyway, I'd love to do that with you guys, and those that finish faster than me, I'll still love you. Okay, so on Thursday, they're going back to the format where we can invite guests, but it's still going to be that 3 to 6 time frame. So I don't know who exactly we can get to come, but if you know people in the area, start thinking about it, because the speakers are going to be Dr. Okay, wrote her name down. Where is it? That's really weird. I had it written down. It's Tamara Hunter, and she was exercise physiologist type doctor and is now obstetrics, pediatrics, and an infertility specialist. So I know she'll be talking in that realm. I don't know. And then the other person that is going to be on there that'll be super inspirational is Winter Vanecki. Do any of you guys remember her? Yeah. The girl whose dad died at 9, and she ran her first marathon at 5 years old, and her first Olympic run was at 9 years old, and she's been on the U.S. ski team for the last 3 years. So, and Paulo is the other speaker. So anytime that someone can come during that time, I'm sure it's going to be great and inspirational. And so I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that. So Saturday morning is the race. We'll have the inspirational NMD speeches and close to the conference. And then right after that, just as soon as we're done, and so come casual on Saturday, because we're going to be playing in the park when we leave the actual conference facility, and we're just walking to it. It's a few blocks away. So anybody have any questions about that? There'll be food trucks there, so there'll be a variety of things to eat. And then we're going to be playing some crazy fun games.
What's the time frame for that again?
We don't have really an end time, but it will start as soon as conference is over. The trucks are going to be there for, I think, like a 2 hour.
Is it within walking?
It's within walking distance. Yep. So that was the big thing. If we were going to do something like this, we wanted it in walking distance, so people are good. But so we're tennis shoes to Saturday.
And conference ends at noon on Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, and we'll be eating in the park and playing in the park. And
I don't think our flight leaves until 4, right?
4 or 4:30, yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
So we could at least do lunch and as much as we can do.
Yeah.
Tina, we'd love for you to come with us if you want. We have a conference in Sacramento next month.
Yeah. There's nothing like being around a bunch of people who love fruits and vegetables and each other. It's a lot of fun. Okay. So the only other thing that I had for today, if any of you guys have something you want to bring up, I can stop and just ask that. Do you have something else you'd like to bring up? Yes, Brenda.
I do. Hi. Sorry, I was late. So with customers, can they pay in full on the website?
Okay, somebody else was telling me they had problems with this recently. Supposedly you can, but it's not easy to find.
I looked on my website. I could not find it, and Pam looked. She couldn't find it, and I haven't heard from anybody else, but I didn't know if you knew.
It should be on there. So, yeah. Have you talked to anybody at customer support? Because you don't have to call them during hours. You can just email them.
No, I haven't. I just was checking.
Yeah.
Is this for customers ordering through your website or for us as reps now? Oh,
Customers
through the
ordering
website.
through the website. Yeah.
Okay.
So if they want to pay in full, worst case basis, they could go in and sign up, and you just have to change it after the fact. But that's cumbersome, and they should have that fixed. So if you just let them know that that's a problem,
Yeah.
they'll tell you what
Yeah.
to do.
Because Yelena actually was asking me, Tina, because she was trying to do it for her mom, but
Okay. Yeah, I'll look into that too. Anybody
Yeah.
else?
I mean, we can input the order and pay in full, but it would just be nice if the customer could have access.
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
Can't the customer, if you make the order, if you help them place the order first, then they can go in and create an account and then they can see it from then on?
Yes.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
I wondered now, because I went in and created my own customer account. I don't know if you guys have done that, but it'd be worth it to do just to make sure all your orders are where you want them. I love it because now, instead of telling me my order is on the way, they tell me my order is about to ship. And if I need it sooner, let them know, they stay positive. But it also lets you know if you're not ready for any, that you can go in and change it, right? So that's really powerful. And so have you guys all created your own customer portal?
For me?
Yeah, for you.
No.
Okay, yeah, do it, because then you'll know how it works and you can walk somebody through how to set it up. Because if I'm not mistaken now, if your customers are placing the order, they ask them to set up a portal. Because my newest customers have portals. Yeah, because they got asked on their way in. But I'll do some homework on that. Not sure. Okay, so the last thing that I wanted to talk about is I'd love to have, we've talked about this many times. We're really good at customer acquisition and have a little bit tougher time sharing the business. Maybe not a tougher time, but don't have as many people that we feel ready to talk to about being part of what we do. And of course, we can make good part-time income just sharing the product. Not everybody wants to build a big team. I guess my thought, I was never motivated by the money so much to build a team, as I knew that my reach was limited. There was no way that I was going to reach more than a couple hundred people, and there are a couple of million in Las Vegas that I felt deserved the opportunity to know about Juice Plus. So I was always motivated to share from that place. And so knowing that the way that we go from maybe $500 a month to beyond that is having, empowering more people to join us in the mission, I wanted to have our final push before conference be about being intentional on the business. So Ashley and I talked about this, and I went through an exercise with her that might be helpful for you. This isn't what's going to get you into the contest, but it's 30 things you love about, we could do this in our sleep, about 30 things we love about Juice Plus. The convenience, maybe the price, the variety that we get, the health benefits, everything that we can think of to do a Juice Plus. But really thinking about what the business offers you in terms of passion or purpose, or making a contribution, or what you do with the money, thinking about all those things, making yourself a list of those things. Because when you go to talk to somebody, that's the place you want to come from, that place of gratitude, what it is that the business has contributed to your life, because that's what's going to interest other people. So that would be my challenge to you first, even if you don't do the list of 30 like we used to do back in the day. Come up with a list of 10 things, because these are easier things to dialogue around than don't you want to, however we might fill in the blank. So then the challenge from that would be to come up with at least 3 names of people that you would absolutely love to have in your business, that you either haven't talked to or you haven't talked to in a while. And there's no reward for whether they get in the business or not. But what we'd like you to do is come up with a few high yield questions that you could ask. And if you are clueless about what you could ask that could spark the conversation, then get with Ashley, get with me, and come up with those questions. Tell us a little bit about your scenario and come up with the questions. Box, text, let us know how we can help with that. But I want to refer you back to the list of high-yield questions, and I'm just going to share my screen a second, although I'm not sure that it's open. Let me get the internet open before I do that. And just make sure that you know where they are. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to pull up Facebook. Okay, so here's what the assignment is. You're going to come up with some high-yield questions from them. And at that point, you're going to share who your 3 people are that you would like to talk to. And then once you've got the high-yield questions, you're actually going to have the conversation, okay? And then you're going to report back on how it went. How like, did you get where you could talk about the business? Okay, I'm going to show you in just 1 second on here. I should have had this pulled up. And okay, so I'll show you where I'm at. Come back to you guys. Share my screen. Okay, so on the Team Rise page, move you guys over. Under Files, over here on the left, just click on Files, and then the high-yield questions is on here about, see where it is? Down like about the 7th or 8th resource. And just pull that up. It's going to give you a ton of ideas for questions. So you get your 3 people. Here's how you'll be in the drawing for next month. If you identify 3 people, create your high-yield questions and ask them. You will be in the drawing. If you do that with 5 people, you'll be in the drawing twice. If you take any of the people that you have the conversation with, and create a 3-way call, and just how it would go. If you're having this casual conversation, you'd say, you know what, you've heard my story. I would love for you to hear my friend Ashley's story or my friend Lenora's story. And, you know, I don't know if this is a fit for you, but would you be open to that? And then do a 3-way call. So you'll double your points in the drawing for next month for our $50 contest. You know what, you guys, the most important thing I could say about this is don't do it for us. Don't do it for Ashley. Don't do it for me. This is your business. Our goal is to help you build your business and to move forward. And I can honestly tell you, I do know the things that help you move forward. And it's practicing the stuff that's uncomfortable. It's showing up brave and being courageous when you feel like they're not going to be interested, or if they're going to think I'm this, or whatever it is, the story we make up for ourselves. We have no idea what they're thinking. We have no idea what they're asking for and praying for every day. So that's what our contest is. Who already knows that you have 3 people that are on your dream team that you would love to have? Anybody going to raise their hand? Okay, great. So it's just about taking the next step with at least 3 people this month. And I promise you that the best way to take a first step or the next step is to have questions. It's not going to be to have your spiel down. It's going to be to have the right questions. If you need help with questions, ask. And you know what? If you come up with a really great question, put it on our Voxer chat or put it on Facebook. I'd love to hear what you're asking and what kind of results you're getting. Anything else for the good of the order? Otherwise, we'll call it a day. And, you know, my favorite part of getting on this call is seeing your faces, because I don't get to. Yeah, it's great to see you guys.
Me too.
Anything else, Ashley?
Thank you. Nope, that's it. Just for those that jumped on late, on the 16th at Kirsten's house, we're having a salt in a jar party and green smoothie party, just kind of for St. Patrick's Day, 11 a.m. Dr. David Phillips is coming, free for guests, which is awesome, at the fairgrounds right here. And then Monday night, the 18th, our church has a free Zumba class. It's called Refit. And Carla a girl is going to lead it, and she asked me to come and do a salad in a jar party after class and share Juice Plus. So if you know anyone that is interested and likes Zumba, and it's kind of just a nice way that they can get a workout and hear about the product, I can send more info. So that's all. And my son has climbed on the table. So
the difference between the 2:30 call and the 4 o'clock call is just the mute buttons have to be on because there's kids everywhere.
Yeah.
Love it though. I love seeing you guys that couldn't get on earlier.
I know, exactly. I love it. We have more team.
Yes. All right, you guys, and we get to see each other next month at conference, but we'll talk again at the beginning of April. And let's see, I think April 2nd is Tuesday, our first Tuesday. So I will be tuning into our call from Puerto Rico. I'm excited.
I noticed that you're in a tank top right now, Lenora.
I'm actually in a summer dress. It's a long dress, but I am. It warmed up here. It's cool. It's going to cool off again, but it was in the 70s yesterday.
It's like 40 here. It's supposed to snow tonight.
No, that's not fun at all. I'm going to stop the recording.